It's time for the best coverage of high school football in the Valley. This is the Best Local Sports Show with Sports Director Blake Arthur, Sports Anchor Bailey Arredondo, and the News Channel 3 Sports Team.
Ring, ring, ring. It is the final week of the regular season, and we're crowning league champs. All eyes on the annual bell game between Indio and Coachella Valley. The Rajas and Arabs renewing their rivalry with the Desert Valley League title on the line.
Plus, we got another champion decided. Palm Desert and Palm Springs play for the top spot in the DEL. Aztecs' 5-year championship run at the risk of coming to an end against the Indians. Week 11, high school football on the Best Local Sports Show. We're never going down, we're always going up.
It's packed, it's sold out.
It's a ball game, baby. Oh, you know it, Bailey. You know it.
You're watching the bell game on the Best Local Sports Show.
Welcome into the Best Local Sports Show. I'm Blake Arthur, alongside, as always, Bailey Arredondo here for Week 11. And Bailey, final week of the regular season. This is exactly what we wanted. I mean, how good is this, right? 2 games to decide 2 league titles.
Doesn't get any better than that. You can't script that.
Yeah.
That's out of Hollywood. And listen, this is what all the hard work is for, right? This is why you show up to spring ball 2-a-days, 8-9 months ago to put yourself in a position to compete for a league championship. Palm Springs and PD, that's a football game.
Yep.
Indio and Coachella Valley,
That's an event.
that's an event. That's more than a football game. That's something. Really one of the longest running and most history-rich rivalries, I'd argue, not just in California, maybe the entire country. It goes deep. Both teams are headed to the playoffs, but they want the DVL crown first, am I right?
They want the title.
Yeah, they want the title, they want the bragging rights, and hey, it's the battle for the bell. Both teams going traditional, green and gold, red and blue, sold out show, nearly 2K tickets sold.
Packed.
Hey, it's just how it should be, right?
Look at those uniforms clashing against each other. It's just beautiful. It's kind of like UCLA, USC. I mean, it's just visually appealing.
Gets me right. Indio on offense first. Quarterback Fabian Garcia hits his guy, but the ball, it comes out.
Get on the rock.
Yeah, refs, they're trying to get to the bottom of the pile, figuring out who's got it, but they point towards Coachella Valley. They recover, but hey, they would get nothing out of it. Raja's back on O. Garcia connects with 81. That's Jose Sepulveda. Chunk gain. This was a low-scoring game, Blake, so really every point mattered. Indio strikes first with the field goal. Coachella Valley, Mighty Arabs, here they come. Hugo Sandoval to Keon Lenore. Blake, that's senior to senior on senior night.
Nothing better than that. Showing out in front of the fans, home, senior night. I mean, that's as good as it gets. Look at them like, hey, give me some love.
And hey, you know who needs some love? How about number 44, a freshman, Israel Negrete for Indio. Puts Indio up 10-7. So Indio has the lead, but CV would score again, missed the extra point. 13-10 Arabs up, but some life for Indio. CV coughs up the rock, Indio ball, but as you see there, Blake, Garcia looking for a hole, runs into his own guy, ball gets popped out.
There it is.
CV recovers, and it's over.
Wow.
DVL championship, the bell slips out of Indio's hands, and the DVL title.
What a game.
Wow, close scoring game. We didn't see this coming. Blake, CV in the last 4 games, they were averaging 50 points against Indio.
Got to give Indio a lot of credit. I thought CV was going to run away with this game, but that's why they play this game. That's why this rivalry is so amazing. Every year, 63 years running, and the Arabs, they get it done.
They get it done. Now the all-time record is tied up, 30-30 Indio CV. Here's the Mighty Arabs after the big win.
Man, it was a crazy game, bro. It was 13-10. That crazy game. Defense played style. They played really good, and I'm ready for playoffs.
Hey, this is great. This is great.
It's been a long season so far. We still got more to go. We got the playoffs next week. Bell games are epic games, man. You never know when these two teams come together what kind of football we played. Great games. There were so many great games. This is a great one. 13-10, very defensive. Indio came to play. We stepped up, made enough plays to get the win.
DVL, 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 DVL.
Wow, what a game, what an atmosphere, I mean, what a way to end the DVL season. Congratulations to CV, another championship, their third straight. And I mean, really hats off to the Rajas. What a remarkable run they had.
Yeah, credit to both head coaches, Bill Johnson and Daniel Hayes. They're just doing remarkable jobs out in the DVL. DVL doesn't get all the credit sometimes they deserve, but hey, those are two good football teams clashing in Coachella.
And both will be going to the playoffs. We'll have much more on that. But we do want to mention, so Yucca Valley 29 Palms, the other Bell game, the Battle for the Victory Bell up on the high desert, that game was canceled on Friday night. A no contest, it was called. So not a win, not a loss, not a tie, just a no contest because there was a fight at the school. Kind of weird how that all plays out. Unfortunate there with no rivalry game, but Yucca Valley will be going to the playoffs. Just unfortunate we didn't have a game.
Really unfortunate, a weird way to end the season, right, for a lot of those seniors too as well. But hey, you can control what you can control.
Right, so the Trojans will be going to the playoffs. We'll have much more on that later in the show. And speaking of coming up in the show, don't go anywhere because coming up after the break, highly anticipated showdown between Palm Desert and Palm Springs.
See if the Indians could claim the outright championship and end the Aztecs' 5-year streak of taking the DEL title. Count them 5, but maybe 6. We'll find out. Doors open for La Quinta. How about them? They're in the mix as well, too. We'll break it all down after the break. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Desert's news and sports leader.
Back here with you, bro. Back here with y'all. Friday Night Lights. Hey. Watching the best local sports show at KESQ.
You're watching the best local sports show. You know what it is.
Same play 2 times in a row, bro. Come on. They switch corners.
You're watching the best local sports show. Go Aztecs.
Best show, baby. Best show. Keep watching.
It's gonna be a crazy movie.
I saw about four schools represented, the Gritty, and a lot of talk.
That's what we do, man.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, we like to cover the entire valley. How's your Gritty?
Not good. Not good. Not good. And not as good as yours, too. You had a good one earlier.
It's whatever.
I put you up against any other sports director with the Gritty.
Thank you.
I'm giving you that. Welcome back to the best local sports show. Blake, Bailey. We signed, sealed, delivered the DVL, right? Now the DEL. PD came into the year, 5 league titles straight. We know the talk. But coming into Friday night, number 6 was in question.
Yeah, and I think everybody's tired of hearing about PD winning all these titles.
Right.
And it was pretty simple, though, for the Aztecs here in the final week. Beat Palm Springs, earn a share of the crown, or else the Tribe, the Indians, would take the throne. Palm Springs had a chance to cap off their regular season finale with a win and go undefeated in the DEL. They wanted that bad, I guarantee that. All right, here we go. Tribe at home in the red tops, Aztecs in the road whites. Javen Kapler, Bailey, we didn't know if he was going to play in this game. You were here last week. He got injured in their win over Xavier Prep.
Shocked to see him on the field. He must be fighting through everything.
Well, he had the brace on, and I asked every coach possible before the game if he was going to go. They said they didn't know, and, well, he played and hits Derek Lopez here for the first score of the game. That had to give them a big jolt, up 6-0 were the Indians, but PD would respond. Brady Clemmer down the seam, got his man. That's a freshman, Jonah Tolan, 9th grader, stepping up in the league title game. Bailey, you know something about stepping up in big games.
You stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
Back to Palm Springs, Kapler to fellow senior Damon Lee. Touchdown there, put the Tribe back on top. But Palm Desert, Bailey, they would pull away in the second half. They led by the rushing attack featuring Dimitri Chester. Chester 2K, he really got it going late in this game. And with the Palm Desert defense getting stops, the Aztecs able to focus on the ground game, control the time of possession, keep the ball out of Kapler's hands, and really just control this football game. Chester, 3 scores in the ball game, and that was really it. Palm Springs unable to get their offense going in the second half. Palm Desert wins 31-16. They grab a share of the Desert Empire League Championship. The Aztec streak, Bailey, of league titles 6 straight seasons.
Yes, but a co-share, maybe even a triple share was coming up.
Here's Shane McComb after the win on another league title. And moving on to the CIF playoffs.
It was a great season, man, but the season's just beginning for us. So I told these guys we got to be 2017 team set the stage by bringing the league title to our school. And halfway through the year, I told these guys we've got to continue that, go get 6, but then we've got to do something, be different, and that means we got to go get a ring. So I think we're going to be in a division we compete in, and we got to put together a good game plan, whoever we go up against, match up, and go out and execute, win some ball games, go get a ring. We're going to steal the moon!
What is that?
PD knows last week's was better. That wasn't it. It's a Despicable Me reference. I loved it last week. My boy DJ just was on one, but still, I don't know. They should have cooled out a little bit.
Okay, well, all right. So PD, Palm Springs share the league title. Now the question is, can La Quinta beat Shadow Hills and give La Quinta a share of the league title for a 3-way tie?
Right. La Quinta only has 1 loss this year as well too, but they got to go to the dungeon against Shadow Hills. Let's go. More Desert Empire League action. Love the touch to breast cancer awareness. LQ, Tommy Ansley, quarterback, Shadow.
Competitor.
Just a team that we really didn't know too much about coming in. But you know Shadow's going to bring the defense. They run it up the gut there. LQ fumbles. Jeremiah Peppers takes it for Shadow. You know the defense is going to be stout. Now their offense, another story. That was 4th and goal. Run up the gut. Blackhawks say, no thank you. Saving some points. Second quarter. Tommy Ansley to number 1. Makari Warren.
Ooh.
That's a catch. Give some life to LQ. Shrug it off. Number 1. Handful of penalties pushed LQ back, so they needed a big play. Jump ball. My ball, says Warren. That's a touchdown. What a play. That was on the same drive, Blake.
And we'll hear from Warren later on that coverage, right?
Yeah, we certainly will. Hey, credit to athletic director Michael Walsh from Shadow Hills sending us this video as well. That was a little tip touchdown for Shadow. Credit Shadow, they rallied back 2 touchdowns in the second half. But LQ, they just got players on both sides of the ball. They get the job done. This was 8-0 at half. But a big touchdown from Isaiah Alvarado for La Quinta seals it for LQ. And with the win
3-way
and
tie.
Palm Springs loss, LQ earns a share of the league title.
Wow, congratulations to La Quinta. 3-way tie in the DEL. That is awesome. All right, final game of the DEL. Xavier Prep, Rancho Mirage. Both teams going to miss the playoffs. Well, at least we think. So playing for pride early on. Ryder Ruiz, the TJ Bosley. What a catch this is here by Bosley. Back of the end zone, beautiful ball by Ruiz. Woo, Bosley's only a sophomore. First score of the game, phone video from Brooke Ruiz. Rattlers would respond, Ethan Zamora. The read option pass here, gonna dump it to Pedro Gomez, who barrels into the end zone. Nice play for the first score of the game for Rancho. This was a shootout. The Saints offense looked really good in this game. They've been out of sync at times this season, but they were balling here, and it's Ruiz to Bosley again. I mean, Bosley was balling.
Hey, he's probably
only a sophomore.
Yeah, only a dual sport athlete too. I think he hoops as well.
We got a lot of youngsters out here just putting in their work, and this is a senior Ruiz. This time keeps himself his final game as a high school football player. At least we think. He finished with 8 total touchdowns, 6 passing, 2 rushing. Nice way to go out for number 7 if it is his last high school game. Bosley, though, 4 touchdowns in the game. Just a sophomore, as I've said 100 times. He's going to be back next year. Xavier Prep wins a shootout, 55-41 the final. We'll see what happens as far as the playoff picture, but we think both teams probably going to be looking at next year.
Coming up, the final installment of our Plays of the Week. Hey, stick around. We have 3 nominees. You're watching high school football on the Best Local Sports Show.
You're watching the Best Local Sports Show on KESQ.
You're watching high school football on the Best Local Sports Show. Go Indians!
Welcome back to the show. Blake and Bailey here for the final week of the regular season. We are going to finish with our Plays of the Week. Here's nominee number 1. And we're going to have our Plays of the Week on the website. All right.
News Channel 3 is now available on any of these streaming services and on KESQ.com.